Thank you for joining us for Amplify 2024. I am extremely excited to introduce our host for this session, Jimmy Lee. He is the VP of Business Development at the Institute for Automotive Business Excellence, and he's going to be delivering a session on creating a brand positioning strategy for your shop. So let's get started. Over to you, Jimmy.
Okay, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that, Ocean. Thank you for the introduction. And thank you to all of you who are here to join and talk about creating a brand positioning for your shop. This is so important. And where we're going to focus is everything digital. There's some things in this presentation that you can do yourself. There's some things that we're going to talk about that you should not do yourself. So if you know anybody else that's in this session here with Amplify, and they need to pay attention to their digital presence, their digital footprint, invite them to this session right now. Just chat them. You have the chat. Go ahead and chat those people. Get them into this session because they want to see what we're going to talk about. This is so much fun. This is all the fun stuff about marketing that is fun. It's easy. And a lot of this you can do yourself. I'll warn you for the stuff that you shouldn't do yourself, because there's a level of expertise that you really should hire. So let's talk about what this looks like. For every shop, it's just a little bit different. And as we talk about digital footprint, as you think about your digital footprint, the first thing you want to think of is your website. So a lot of companies will come to you and they'll say, oh my gosh, Carlo and Chris and Christine and Daniel and David, we're going to build for you the best website you've ever seen. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be dazzling. It's going to be the golden ticket for your shop. It's going to be the flashy website. And in fact, you're going to have to run down to the hardware store to buy heavy hinges for the front door. Now, Ocean, why do they have to do that? Because there's so many customers going to come to your shop. It's going to blow the front door right off the hinges. But you know what, Ocean, that's fake news. That doesn't quite work that way. There's a lot that goes into a website, a lot that happens behind the scenes that you really don't get to know about or get to see. Google has a Google ranking. So first question to ask about Google is, what is Google? Put in the chat, what is Google? What do you think Google is? Chat or the Q&A, whichever side you want to put it on, put them in there so we can see what you are thinking. I want to know what your mindset is. What is Google? Go ahead and type that in there. Okay, now as people are answering, there's going to be a lot of them coming through here. So we've got Chris talking about Google is a search engine. Salvador, what did your question say? What did you, oh, you haven't typed yet, but your name just popped up, Salvador. What is Google? That's the answer. That's the question we're looking to answer right now. Type it into the chat. Carlo, Chris, Christine, Daniel, Jared, Jessica, I see you. I know you're here. Joel, Precious Brown, type it in the chat. What is Google? Now, Oceans, what are you seeing are the answers that are coming through? Chat is not working. It is, Daniel, because I'm seeing it right now. Screen says the host has disabled attendee chat. Well, Carlo, how did we know that?
Let me see that.
You must have turned it on. What is Google? What is Google? Daniel, Carlo, Christine? Some of you are typing it in the Q&A, and the Q&A is great.
Guys, you can type it into the Q&A section.
Q&A. Okay, type everything into the Q&A. What is Google? So what do you see? What is Google? I hear a lot of times people are saying, what's a search engine? It's an encyclopedia. It's a library. It's a place where people go to ask questions and get answers. So what is Google? Daniel, type it in there, man. Come on. What is Google? So think of this question. What is Google? How does Google make money? How does Google make money? Ooh, aggregator. Carlo, good, aggregator. A way to find people and what's nearby them. Daniel, absolutely correct. They have that maps function. Very good. Massive spider. Carlo, thank you. Massive spider ranking system based on professional content that is relevant and accurate. Yes. And Carlo, how does Google make money? How does Google make money? That's the question to answer right here. Got eyeballs looking at them. Google is a marketing company. What do you think? Is Google a marketing company? Well, yeah. What's their currency? What's the currency that Google has with the public? The currency that they have is the trust that they have in you as a shop owner, the trust that they have in your website to be the answer for somebody's question. Google is a marketing company, and their currency is your website. Their currency is the trust that they have in you. So how do they develop that trust? How do you develop a bank with Google with your ability to cash in on this big marketing company? Well, every once in a while, Google will pull back the curtain ever so slightly, and they'll reveal to us a little bit about what goes into the Google ranking. This is pulled from Moz.com, M-O-Z, Moz.com. And of that total Google ranking, there's about 23, almost 24% of your Google ranking that comes from social cues. What are the social cues, you might ask? Well, it comes from your social media. It comes from your reviews. It comes from your interaction with shops and shop owners. It comes from your activity on your current website. So if you haven't done anything to update your website in 2 or 3 or 4 years, chances are the Google bots aren't even crawling your website. There's things you're going to want to do in your website to update this information and make sure it's current, relevant, and hitting on all cylinders for everybody. So specifically, let's talk about what Google is looking for. There's 3 tips I want to lay on you here. Number 1, unique content. The more that content is unique to you, your shop, your city, your state, your county, your province, the better it is for your results. Customize that content so it's your voice, so it's unique to your city, your state, your street, your neighborhood. The more you're able to dial that in, the better it is for your Google information or your Google results. Second thing to look at is the page speed of your website. The page speed. Google, well, we'll talk about this here in a second, but there is a page speed that you want to look for. So how long does your website take to load? I had a friend call me the other day. Actually, it was the other year. Feels like yesterday, but it was a few years ago. And he says to me, Jimmy, it's taking 32 seconds for my website to load. What's wrong? 32 seconds. How many of you have patience for 32 seconds for a website to load? Give me a yes or no in those comments. 32 seconds. A whole lot of no's. Yeah, I'm seeing a whole lot of no's. So what is your attention span? How long does somebody have, how long do you have to grab their attention when your website is loading? How long do you have? Carlo says 7 seconds. Carlo, that's a little bit long, brother. According to Google, and Google gives us some results. We'll talk about what that ideal number is for your shop. Talk about reviews as well. Reviews hold a lot of power, especially the reviews that are done on Google review platform. Why? Well, Google is the godfather of the internet. If you're going to play the game, you got to kiss the ring. You need to know the rules. That's their platform. What goes into there has some effect on the results that you're getting from your Google searches and things like that. So anybody else coming back? Ooh, Daniel has 3 seconds. Ryan has 3 seconds. Hitting the nail on the head right there. Let's talk about what those look like. First, let's talk about your website and the setup of it. This has been proven across thousands and thousands and thousands of different websites that it is a proven method that works. And I'll explain the reasons why. So in your website, you want these elements in these positions because of the psychology of it. So the first four, I want to point out the first four. First four. I want to point out the first four. And my clicker stopped working. The branding, top left-hand corner is your logo. Second are your reviews. Third is scheduling an appointment. And fourth is your phone number. This needs to be prominent and right across the top, right across that header. So the question is why? Why is the logo in the top left? There's a reason. The logo is local brand recognition. That's where the eyes go to first, top left corner. Were we in Japan where they read from the right to the left, your logo would be on the right. So psychology tells us we put it on the left because our eyes go to the top left. We read left to right from top to bottom. Second is reviews. Why have 4,994 reviews, 5-star reviews, right next to the logo? Instant credibility. Instant credibility. So powerful, so powerful. Though that's almost 5,000 people saying, we had a great experience at the shop. Chances are you will too. There's some serious power there for sure. Next is schedule an appointment. This is a new button with a new generation. They really don't want to call you on the phone to talk to you. They would rather fill out an appointment online, show up with the vehicle, drop it off, drop the keys in the night box, and they're out. You text them for payment, they pay it, and they come back and pick up their car sometime that night. The keys are in the lockbox, and shazam, you're off to the races. That's good, simple, and easy. This is also contagious. There's a lot of people that would rather fill out this form. Why? It's simple. It's easy. I don't have to wait for somebody to answer the phone. I can fill out the information, whether I'm in the office, in the library, sitting in bed. It's 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night. I can fill out this form. Quick, simple, and easy. Next, there is a certain demographic that does want to call you on the phone. Make the phone number easy, prominent, right up in the header. Don't make people search for that phone number. It's unfortunate that it happens, but it does. So let's talk about turbocharging your website. A couple of things you can do to provide unique content. Number one is your value offer. It could be a value offer. It could be a value add. And I'm going to say ADD, value add. What are you adding to this scenario, to this situation that takes your shop above and beyond all of the competition that's around you? What is your value add? Concierge service, shuttle service, people that are they're helping you out. Maybe it's complimentary movie tickets while you're waiting for your car to be repaired. You can go to the movie theater that's next door. What is it that makes your shop unique and special? Maybe it's a $5 gift card to Starbucks down the street, and they're able to shuttle you there. You can wait and then shuttle them back. Unique content. Oh, maybe it's parts. Every one of us buy parts, and all those parts stores has a parts for sale. Every 60 days, there's a new part for sale, whether it's buy 3 shocks, get 1 free, or buy a battery, get a $50 Visa gift card. That is unique content that you can put on your website. So every 60 days, if you're changing the content on your website, what does that do for your website? Google comes to crawl it more. They crawl it more. And that's what you want to have happen. Every 3 months, you want Google to come crawl your website 4 to 6 times. That unique content will do it. So at least every 60 days, you're changing the content. So those bots are coming back every 60 days to see what's new on your website. And this is also above the fold or above the scroll. So you're telling Google, this is really important information. All right. Number 2 is to the customer testimonial. These reviews, these 5-star reviews are absolute gold. So imagine with me, if you will, the top 10 reviews. You've got the top 10. As a new review comes in, the old review leaves. And these are your top 10. I would also tell you, put the customer's name, whether it's initials or a first initial, last name, and the date. But Jimmy, why do we want to do that? Ocean, why do we want to do that? Why do we want to put the date on the review. So we can show it's current. It's reviews from yesterday. It's reviews from last week. It's reviews from last month or a week ago or 2 weeks ago. This isn't reviews from 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago. You don't even have the same management today that you had 6 years ago. These are current reviews from just a while ago. So have these reviews on there, the bottom corner. How often are you getting reviews? Put that into the chat. How often are you getting reviews at your shop? Drop that in the chat. Come on, Carlo. Ryan, Daniel, I'm counting on you. How often are you getting reviews? Daniel is once a month. Carlo is daily. So Daniel, even at once a month, that is custom content of somebody talking about your shop and the experience they had with you. Put it on the website. It goes a long way. And Carlo, to your daily, every 10 days, you've got a brand new set of reviews that are clicking through on your website. Absolutely super powerful. I absolutely love it. Thank you for doing that. So let's talk about these elements and why. Why is it that we need to pay attention to the Google rules? Okay, a couple things you want to think about here, and maybe you want to write this down. Depending upon the report you read, Google is anywhere from 66 to 74% of all internet searches. Now, that's a pretty wide berth of 66 to 74. So let's just cut it down in the middle and say, all right, 70% of all internet searches are done through Google. So what does that mean to you as a shop owner? It means I need my website to perform, to show up, to work, to get in front of my ideal client so they know I'm here, available, and ready to help keep them safe on the road. I need my website to show up every day, every time, and work all the time. 70% of all searches are done through Google. Google's able to track the source of the search. What does that mean to you? Well, are they coming on from a desktop, from a laptop, from an iPad, a tablet, or a smartphone? What would you think? What is the percentage of searches done from, and let's use a smartphone. Ocean, what do you think? What percentage of searches are done through a smartphone? And Carlo,
70%.
70?
Yeah.
70, you're low.
Oh my God. That's
I
surprising.
know, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Type it in here. What do you think? Ryan says 60%. Ryan, you're low. Carlo, 80%. Ryan, you're low. Or Carlo, you're low. It's not 60. It's not 80. 90% of all internet searches start right here on the smartphone. 90%. So what does that mean to you as a shop owner? That means you need your website to show up and work not only on a desktop, which we just showed you, but you also need it to show up and work on a smartphone. And everything that we talked about there that's in the header is important and in a specific spot so it shows up on the mobile device in the right place. Number one is our branding. We've got our logo here right across the top because it's in that top left corner. Shazam, it's right there at the top. Next is our reviews. 4,994 people saying this is a good shop. I had a great experience. Yes, you want to be there. You want to attend the shop. Next to that is scheduling an appointment. Next to that is the phone number. And below that, here is your value offer. So depending on whether you put that value add on the left or the right, this could be your reviews, talking about how great of a shop you are. So if you put the reviews on the left on your desktop, the reviews would show here. If you put the value add, ADD, what separates you from the competition, then that's what shows up here at the bottom. So powerful. 90% of all searches are started from a smartphone. Ocean, that's pretty amazing, isn't it? 90%? That's a lot. So how do you know if you're mobile device. How do you know if your website is mobile friendly? Well, there's that term, mobile friendly. Write that down because you want to go to Google and type in mobile friendly website, mobile responsive. That's another one you can search, mobile responsive website, and put in your website to see, are you mobile friendly or not? So I know a lot of you are running off, going to go do this real quick. Don't go running off yet. Stay here. Why? Because we've got some more things we want to talk about that go to the value for you as a shop owner and your website. You can do this here in a minute. Schedule an appointment. This can be done from your Google business profile now. That Google has finally released this for the automotive industry. They released it first into hairstylists and into cosmetology and nail appointments and attorneys, chiropractors. And just 6 months ago, they released it for the automotive industry. So you can now turn on the scheduling from a desktop, from a smartphone, and even directly from your Google business profile, that customers can come in and click on this to book an appointment with your shop. How fabulous is that? Does that make it easy for you to make an appointment, Ocean? Yeah, I think it does. I think it does. And it's super awesome. Okay, next thing to look at on your website. This is important. Notice that there are no social media icons here at the top of the website. Notice how they're not there. Where are they? Well, they're in the footer. Okay, why? Why are they in the footer? Why not in the header? Because if they're in the header and I come onto this website and I click the Facebook icon, now I go over to Facebook and I'm checking out your shop, which is what you want them to do. I'm checking out your shop, and then all of a sudden, what happens? Ding, ding, ding. Somebody wants to be my friend. Ooh, who is it? Oh, somebody sent me a cat video. Oh, I'm so excited. An hour and a half later, you're gone. You're absolutely gone. Why was I even here? I don't know. And you close everything out. So the best practice is have your social media icons at the bottom. So as you're going through this website, notice how many times you're going to see click here to schedule an appointment, schedule a visit, schedule a visit, schedule a visit, schedule an appointment, until we get all the way to the bottom. And then there are the social media. So hopefully by the time that they've gotten down here, hopefully they've already actually clicked to set an appointment. And then as they continue to scroll down, they get to social media. Now they go on, and now they go into your shop to see, oh, Fridays they feed the whole team. Saturdays they do this, and they're got great advice, and this is a really good shop. I definitely want to be here. They have technicians that like working on cars. Now you got to record your technicians saying that they like working on cars and make sure they're smiling. That's a best practice. Don't have your potential clients, leaving your website until they have set an appointment. So put your social media links in the very bottom. That's a good best practice to take. In the absence of clearly defined goals, we're forced to concentrate on activity and ultimately become enslaved by it. The game of work. It's a game. We're here to have a good time. If you're not having a good time, I don't think you're doing it right, because this is so much fun. So much fun when we get into talking about marketing. This is where you go fishing and you get to find out what works and what doesn't. So there's a big controversy amongst website developers right now. And this is new. Is it new? No, it's not really. You have the ability to list on your Google business profile all of the services that are provided by your shop. So the controversy comes in that says, well, how many services should I list? Ocean, should it be the top 5 most profitable? Should it be the 5 alphabetical? Should it be the 5 we're the best at? Should it be the 5 that are the most obscure?
Probably the most frequently requested services.
I like those. Because now, Ocean, you also understand that this is just ones and zeros, right? It's all coding. It's all letters. It's
Yeah.
not that big of a deal. I say list all of your services.
Great
List them
idea.
all. It's all ones and zeros. It's code. Google can search through it. It's not that big of a deal. So this is what it looks like for your Google business profile if you do not have services listed. And this is what it looks like if you do have services listed. And you see the little caret here on the very end. If you want to see all the services listed, click on the caret, Shazam. Now you have the full list. It's not a big deal. It's ones and zeros. List them all in there. There's absolute value there for you as a shop. When somebody is searching for automotive repair in Ogden, Utah, your shop is going to come up as one of the solutions because you listed it as one of the services you provide. This is stuff you can do yourself. Log into your Google business profile and you can do it yourself. Okay, done with that one. Let's have some fun. Google Pictures. Google now is able to interpret pictures. For the longest time, they couldn't. All they would see is an image. They would see the file name of the image. So for many, many, many moons, the best practice was change the name of the image to be technicians working on a car or Mancinelli Auto Repair. This is Steve Mancinelli he's in Denver, Colorado. Awesome shop. This is a picture of the shop. Picture of the shop. Do you agree, Ocean? This is a picture of an American shop, right? Okay, so what's this? Ocean, this is not an American shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Not many of us are walking around wearing these blue coveralls. Any of your shops? Type it in the chat, in the Q&A. In the Q&A. Seriously, are you guys running around in these blue coveralls? If you are, I would love to come visit your shop. That would be awesome and hilarious. So these are professional photographs done by a gentleman in the Netherlands. He took all these pictures and he put them for free availability. They're all stock images. Don't put these on your website. It can be on there as a placeholder, but only until you replace it with a picture of your shop. All right, now this is Al's shop, Al Ramos in Denver, Colorado. You can see the technicians are here working on the cars here in the background. Technician up here working on this beautiful Bumblebee. Oh my gosh, that's a gorgeous car. Pictures of your shop, so important. Make sure there are cars on the lifts. Make sure that the shop is full. Oh, but Jimmy, I just got a brand new floor put in. Can't I take a picture of this brand new sparkly floor? Yes, after you pull in cars into every single bay and lift them and have technicians look like they're working, then you can take a picture of that brand new sparkly floor and put it out on the internet. Why? Why not put pictures of an empty shop? Ocean, why do you think? Why should we not put pictures of an empty shop?
Because it makes it look like business is bad.
It makes it look like the business has no business. It makes it look like they have no work to do. So if nobody trusts them, if nobody goes to them, then we should not do that. And Adam Arden, you say you've got blue coveralls. I know you're a school. I don't know if that counts, but it does count. Thank you for teaching those kids and keeping them awesome and amazing. They have Carhartt brown. Yeah. Yeah. Anonymous put in the Carhartt shirts. Pictures of your shops, so important. Why? Because Google can now interpret to say, oh, look at all of these vehicles that they work on in this shop. Dodge trucks. What's this over here in the back? Toyota. Something over there. And they've got these vintage cars, which is awesome. Now, also, get your customers. I would be the customer in this situation, to post pictures of them happy in front of your shop, logo, local brand recognition, and the vehicle they're driving, because Google can see that information. They also see that this is a Napa Auto Care Center. Awesome. Super awesome. Shade Tree Auto. So we did an experiment. Shade Tree did an experiment. posting pictures of their vehicles that they work on with their logo in the background. They also renamed the photos so that it had that information. We took it a step further to post pictures from, this is Brandon. Brandon's taking a picture of clients, customers, and their vehicles and their logos in the background. You see all that? Posted those onto the Google review. And then let's take it one step further. Grab the customer's phone and take a picture of them in front of the shop, in front of their car, in front of your shop. So now you have happy customers in front of their vehicle. So we know they work on Acuras, in front of Shade Tree Automotive. Bam. Great results came from this, especially because now the customer is posting it from the office, from the library, from the grocery store, from their home. So it's a different geolocation. Google knows where customers are going, when and where they're posting this information. So is it bad if a client posts all their Google reviews from your lobby? No, it's not bad, but it's just better if they do it somewhere else. So grab their phone, take a picture when they're super happy, and post it up there. And then you got guys like me that's running all over the country showing pictures of shops. This is James Miller, also in Denver, Colorado. Phenomenal shop there. And he's a TechNet shop. Super cool. And Google can see this. Google can see all this information that's here. He's also a member of the ASA Colorado. You can see all the systems that they're working on at just a super awesome shop. And have fun with it. This, how many of you have seen Tiger King? Yeah, those of you that want your life back, you saw Tiger King. Oceans, did you see it?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
So Tom's having a good old time. This is Tom Lambert, owner of Shade Tree Auto. Right when that was a thing, headed right into COVID. We all had nothing better to do. So yes, we all watched it. Have fun with your pictures. Have fun with what you're doing. Because if you're not having fun, you're not playing the game right. You're not playing the game right. So let's have fun, because it is fun. Okay. There's a right way and a wrong way of doing videos. The wrong way is like my friend that it took 32 seconds for his website to load. Why? He was doing it in 4K. It was a super huge, huge file. It was taking way too long. Your website developer should know how to be able to load that best and to give you the best resolution so that it shows up the best for your website. I'm going to show you one. This is, who is this? This is Spark Tire and Auto. They're in St. Charles, Missouri. And they have a video. It's here on their website. It is super awesome. Definitely go there and check it out. The company that did this video did a very high quality professional job. And this video, it's going to show you so much that happens in the behind the scenes. There's a lot of B-roll, a lot of images that they pull into this video that you don't realize it until you're done watching it and you say, oh, wow, they work on a lot of cars and they work on this and they have a great lobby and there's so much fun happening in the backgrounds and people are happy and happy to be here. Let's take this one step further. Now, I'm warning you, what I'm going to show you here next, you should not do yourself. This is probably a little bit more computer coding than what the average shop owner would want to do, would want to step in and do. What this company does is they take the full transcript of the video and then they load it into the Google website. So Google, what do they see? Unique, custom content about this shop and the things that make them awesome and amazing. It's ones and zeros, guys. It's simple for Google to crawl the ones and zeros. Simple, easy stuff. You don't want to do it on your own, but you do want to let a company do that for you. Video is where people are going. According to Google, people would rather listen to a video explanation than they would to log in and read the information themselves. What? Are you serious? Yeah, I'm totally serious. So Google, automotive repair jobs, Albuquerque, New Mexico, this video for Brown's Automotive will show up And as you go over to hover over it, it's going to start playing a little GIF that keeps going around and around and around. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. You get to see this is a Friday when they're having Taco Tuesday on Friday. So awesome. They're all getting together. They're having a great time. And this is what is showing up above and beyond even the job listing websites, because they have video. So people are searching and they're watching these videos more than they're reading information. Pretty dang cool. All right, now we're talking about the godfather of the internet. We've got to talk about their review platform. Very important. There is absolute gold in these review platforms. You must respond to all reviews, both positive and negative. No, let's switch that, Ocean. You've got to reply to all reviews from the 1 stars to the 5 stars. Because there are some 1 stars that are the mayor of Crazy Town. People know it. You still have to respond to them. Get it removed, but respond. There is the 1 star badge of honor. You earned it. Own it. Because your response will influence whether Ocean is going to come to your shop or not. It's going to influence whether Daniel or Ryan are going to come to your shop or not, or Adam. Respond to all reviews. So some of you might ask, well, can I hire a third party? Can I hire a third party to respond to my reviews for me? The answer is yes, and I'm going to give it a comma or an asterisk. That I'm going to say yes. However, if you're going to do that, give them at least 100 different responses of saying thank you, so that it doesn't look like a copy paste. You don't want a template answer to all of your reviews. If a client, and in exit interview, get the client to tell their story. The more that they can tell their story in their review of your shop, the better it is for your results. Now, what if they didn't leave any information in my review? Well, then you as the shop owner, you can go in and say, well, thank you, Ocean, for visiting our shop. We appreciate the trust you have in us to take care of your Toyota Camry. Oh no, Ocean, we'll give you a better car. You're driving a, what do you want to drive now? You're driving a 450 RX from Lexus. Awesome car. And thank you for letting us keep you safe on the roads. We're here for you when you need us. You've listed the vehicle that you work on. Google now sees that. There is power in having that information in your reviews. So definitely do it. Be careful that you're not keyword stuffing your response. Keyword stuffing is when you use Lexus too many times in a conversation, like it's every other word. No, you don't want to do that. Keep it natural, keep it conversational, and those reviews will go a long way to work for you. Speaking of keywords, Google changed the rules here a little bit ago. Do they change the rules ever? Oh, like all the time. 500 times a year, Google's changing the rules, like all the time. So this shop, Collins Automotive up in Canada, went to their website provider and said, stop, you're wasting our money on Google ads. We don't want you to optimize us or have ads for transmission. Stop promoting us for transmission. The website developer's like, no. We're not. You're not spending any money at all on the word transmission. So what changed? After months and months and months of looking, discovered that a client a year and a half previous had left a review and used the word transmission 3 times. Transmission fluid, transmission issues. Okay, why are they getting 8 to 9 calls a week for full transmission repair, replacement, R&R work? They didn't do that kind of work. They don't do that kind of work. But because the rules changed and the keywords that were being left in a customer's review of the shop had more weight, it now had more weight for that scenario, that specific scenario situation. Oh my gosh, is that amazing? Those keywords have power. And when a customer uses the keywords, has a little bit more power or a little bit more weight or a little bit more ranking than if you use them. But still, you can use them. You should. in your response to their reviews, if they don't give year, makes, and models, make sure they're comfortable with it. Make sure that they're comfortable with listing your make and model and services you performed on their vehicle. Awesome way of doing that. Now, I know you've got questions, comments, concerns. Either you have questions because you want to go deeper, or you have no questions because the explanation has been top-notch. And Ocean, what do we have here? Do we have questions coming through from people online, or are we
Not yet.
just
We don't
that
have any
amazing?
unanswered questions right now. We are that amazing. Yeah.
We are that amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ocean. I appreciate that. So where should you spend your time, Ocean? If you're responding to all your reviews, where should you spend your time? Well, according to Google, this is what they say, 50 to 75% of your review time. So if you set aside 10 minutes a week, 50 to 75% of your time is in your Google reviews. This is in capturing them. This is in responding to them, replying to them. And then the other 25 to 50% of your time you can spend in Facebook and in Yelp and responding to those clients on those different platforms as well. Those are still really good platforms. People go there, they get advice from their friends on Facebook, and instead of asking Google, they're asking their friends. So now you have a vote by the masses. Awesome and amazing. Questions, comments, concerns, or are we still that good? I think we're still that good, Ocean.
Still that good.
Yes. For those of you who are having struggles or issues with your marketing, we at the Institute are doing a conference in March 21st to the 23rd in Ogden, Utah. It's called the Mars Conference, which is marketing for the automotive repair shops. You definitely want to be there. We have days packed full of marketing information, content that is going to help propel your shop above and beyond anybody else in the industry. It is awesome. It's amazing. Go to wearetheinstitute.com and click on the Mars Conference. Get yourself registered and get there as quickly as you possibly can. Those of you looking for a second look at your shop, where can you improve? How are you doing? Scan the QR code. We'd be happy to provide an analysis of your shop to make it better, to point out maybe some of the areas you might be snowblind to. My name is Jimmy Lea. I am the Institute. We are the Institute. We are making a difference. We are here to help provide better business, better life, and a better industry. My name is Jimmy Lea. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Jimmy. It was a wonderful session. And in case anybody wants to win a free ticket to the Mars Conference, we're also offering one if you take a picture at the photo booth within our virtual environment at Amplify. And if your picture gets the most likes, you're going to win a free ticket to the Mars Conference. And see Jimmy there again.
Shazam, look at that.
So lucky.
The best that there is, a free ticket. So everybody needs to go to the
photo booth.
Photo booth, take a picture, and let's post it up. A free ticket to the, I mean, that's almost an $800 ticket.
Yeah, $796 to be exact. Perfect. Amazing.
Well, thank you for your exactness, Ocean. Thank you.
It was great talking to you, Jimmy. Thank you so much for the informative session. And in case anybody has any questions, they can reach out to Jimmy after the session. The session will also be available on demand for you to download. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.